Welcome to the show today. We've got Captain Henriksen with us, so let's get started. Okay, we've got Captain Henriksen with us today.
Oh, hello.
Cap, how you feeling?
Great.
Awesome.
Glad to be here.
To be accurate, you're actually Michael Henriksen the
Third.
Okay.
Don't forget the Lamont in there.
Michael Lamont Henriksen the third, but also known as Captain. I guess we might as well start there. Why are you Captain?
So, from what I've heard, my dad used to love the Tennis Shoes Amongst the Nephites series.
Okay.
And he loved Captain Henriksen in there. And so, when I was on the way, he mentioned that to my mom. My mom was a recent convert and said, "Nope, you're crazy." So, hi, it's Michael.
Now, to be fair, having lived through it, that might be the case. I feel like he actually wanted to name you Captain Moroni Henriksen.
I've heard him say Captain Henriksen, but
I wonder if he's changing history, but I could be wrong.
he could be changing things.
But yes, he did.
Because I think I remember growing up hearing Moroni, and then at some
Yes.
point we were listening to Tennis Shoes Amongst the Nephites, and he was like, "That's who I wanted to name you after, Captain Henriksen."
Yeah,
So-
that's revisionist history. I'm calling because first of all, he started listening to that after
Debunking things. I see,
after
Steve.
you were born. So yes, we're getting to the bottom of things here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go out now and
got
say
it. So Mike the Second's a liar.
yes. Well, we already knew that. So yes, I believe it was Captain Moroni Henriksen was what he lobbied for. He got vetoed. Ended up naming you Michael after himself. But we all still just always called you Captain. So he kind of won. I don't know. It's just not your government name.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
He won the war, but lost the battle.
As is often the case. Let's see. So Mike and Tammy, branch of the family. That's your parents.
Yep.
Who is your current favorite sibling?
I'd say Kylie.
Kylie right now?
Kylie
Okay.
right now.
Even with her bossiness?
Even with her bossiness. That's right. That's right, Kylie.
Walk us through it. Like why?
Just with the point where we are at life, you know.
Okay.
We're both
Just gelling more right now?
Yeah, we're just both gelling more. Since we're both newly married, now both expecting kids, though she's
Yeah.
actually carrying the kid versus me. We've hung out more. We've had game nights and stuff. I'm sure Mariah would say the same thing, that
Yeah. fair
Kylie's
enough.
kind of her favorite sister right now. I feel like they're always over at my parents' on Saturday.
Gotcha.
So
Trying to lobby. All right. And follow up. Who currently is your sibling that you hate the most right now? I know it's hard because you probably have so much hate for all of them, except Kylie.
there's such an equal amount spread between Jake, Adam, Joe.
Jake, Adam, and Joe? Okay.
No, I don't know. I'd say Jacob.
Jacob.
Yeah, I'd say Jacob. There's not anything particular.
Nothing
It's just-
specific?
it's just that he's now the golden boy. You know,
Got you. Just don't like his
golden boy.
face.
I don't like him.
Yeah.
You know, he gets away with so much that I could have
That's-
never gotten away with.
that's
He plays
true.
video games on Sunday while the rest of us are downstairs. He's upstairs. My parents, if that was us back before my mission, they would have come upstairs, ripped that out of the wall, and probably thrown it away. Not anymore.
Gotcha. All right. That's fair. I think that's fair.
Plus, he's already done his podcast, so he can't get revenge for
Yeah.
That's true.
You
Although he
didn't
may
pick
come
Cap.
back on. But
pick a new one.
Yeah, but I'll be returning with my spouse, so, you know, I can
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
go again.
so getting to that, you are married.
Yes.
How long now?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Great.
Awesome.
Kid on the way.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Finally,
finally.
a little prodding. Finally figured that
after
out.
after a bit of peer pressure.
Just a little bit.
Captain started avoiding me, particularly.
There might have been something with the Little Mermaid involved. But,
Yes, we did have to give you some lessons and pointers. Yeah. Offered to buy you a book, but I think that it got done without that. And when is the baby coming?
August, I want to say it's 14th.
Is the due date?
Yeah.
So pretty close. Boy or girl?
Boy.
And have you picked out a name?
Michael Lamont Henriksen IV.
And we can just call it him. Captain Tiancum for short.
Yeah. Renee's family is thinking about like lieutenant as a nickname.
Gotcha.
They can't do sergeant because one of my brother-in-laws over there, his last name is Sergeant. So.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you still
but
could.
but I almost want to wait for another kid and name them Dan after her dad, since he doesn't have any sons.
Yeah, there you go.
And since his name would be Dan, Lieutenant Dan.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like that.
one. Yeah, so I'd save the lieutenant.
That's
Yeah.
why. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping
Yeah.
they're not too set on that. But
Yeah. So, and I don't know that I've ever asked you this, but do you ever have any mistaken, like, stolen valor situations because your name's Captain? Do people think that you're like, is it like a military thing?
I've gotten several meals paid.
Oh.
No, never. I wish.
When people say Captain, like, is it like they're a little weird, like Captain what? Like,
They've gotten thrown off a few times. Not around me. Renee's said, like, when she's mentioned me to like the Relief Society after we've had like our talks, or before we've had our welcome in talks for Sacrament, she mentions me and they're like, who? And it's like, so she corrects them immediately after my talk every time. Like, it's her beginning statement. I know he says his name's Michael. It's not. It's Captain.
it's how he knows if you know him or not.
Yeah.
It's like what you call him. So it's kind of
I
a
know.
good way to differentiate between friend and foe.
Yeah. When somebody else calls me Captain, I say, no, it's Michael.
That's how you know where you stand. It's like, no, it's Michael to you. Along the same lines, who currently is your favorite aunt and uncle?
Ooh. I would say you guys.
Sweet.
That's right. Sorry, Josh. Sorry, Casey. Sorry, Ben. Sorry, Rach. Sorry, Jenny. Sorry, Matt and Delana.
Yeah, I guess we are also in the room, so it's probably a hard thing to say to our face if it wasn't us. But we are pretty awesome.
You guys are awesome. You guys do so much for everybody else in the family, and
Go on.
and yeah,
No, really.
a lot. Okay, pizza. That's pretty expensive when you're buying it every 2 weeks for everybody, and there's like 10 or 12 boxes. And then
you gotta do what you gotta do.
all the treats that you guys get, and then you send it over to my family. I know you guys eat a few bits out of them, but most of those are untouched.
Yeah. Just have them in case we want them.
The Eddie's chips and sauce every week.
I do enjoy that.
Yeah.
We've heard. Favorite movie?
I don't know.
Currently, I know it changes.
I don't know. It's still a bit of a tie right now between Count of Monte Cristo and Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption. Which Count of Monte Cristo? I think there's a couple versions.
I think it's the newest one.
Do you know
that
who's? You know the actor? That's all right.
No. Not very good with actors.
Now, sort of a related question. I was just wondering if you could tell us how many can there be?
In how many can there be, like, favorite movies, or
No, just generally, how many can there be?
Such a deep question. If only I knew what you meant by that. No.
I thought for sure that you would know that there can be only
One. Sorry. Okay, now I got what we're talking about. I did like Highlander, but I just love Shawshank and Count of Monte Cristo so
Now,
much
did you
more.
like Highlander movies or the series better?
I think I like the series better but I did like the first movie of the Highlander movies.
They were.
The second one was a bit weird when it brought Sean Connery back, and I just.
It was a little weird. They're still. I liked them. I always liked the show better than the movies.
It was okay. Yeah, the show was much better.
I liked the show that they tied it in, where they had Connor at the beginning show up.
Yeah,
I like that there was an actor on it that's Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I
cool.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't. The first movie, the bad guy, that's Mr. Krabs.
That's Mr. Krabs. Oh my goodness!
Now you got to go back and watch it. Listen to him.
That's
It's
such a
Watch
wild
Highlander and SpongeBob.
Yeah,
side by side.
It's hilarious
Oh, my
that's
goodness.
Mr. Krabs. That is true.
You went through a phase.
Now you've bought a house, right?
Yep,
How's that going?
it's great.
Doing any work still, or got everything up to par?
Everything's not quite up to par, but everything's in a position where we like it for the most part. Like, there's things that I could replace, like the previous occupants. You could see they painted over like the hinges and stuff. Like, I'd kind of want to replace those, make it kind of look nicer.
Yeah.
But
No rush.
yeah, no rush. The backyard's still just a empty dirt lot. But I think that's the nice thing about it. If somebody wants to come in and do whatever they want, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
If they want to put in a pool.
Depends on how long you're going to be there.
Fruit
and
trees. It depends on how long we're going to be there. Maybe
it's
I'll
good to
want
think it
throw a
out.
few.
You don't want to just throw something in. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree.
I do think that it's, yeah, but like I was saying, it's nice because maybe you don't want a pool, but the house is everything else that you love. Maybe you just want to make it all concrete.
Yeah.
So
To
maybe
each
if-
their own.
Yeah, maybe if we sell it in a few years, somebody's going to see that as a perk and be like, absolutely.
Yes.
Now, your brother Adam, does he still talk to you, or is he upset with you?
No, we
Like ever since you got married?
no. We still talk. He's not said anything if he's upset. I'm starting to think that his podcast, if he's done one,
He has not. But I just because I know that you guys kind of had a life plan when you were younger, and so
which life plan are you talking
you-
about?
do you remember that you and Adam were never going to get married, and you were going to be treasure hunters?
Yes, and that I was going to adopt a little Asian girl who would be my shortstop, like Indiana Jones.
Okay. Oh, I don't think I knew about that part.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I wanted a girl. Maybe I wanted to break the stereotype of the boy, but
Of short
apparently I didn't want to stray away from Asian child,
Okay.
child labor and stuff, I guess.
Okay, I guess.
You used to like watching Treasure Planet a lot as well.
Yeah,
Did that play a role in the treasure hunting, or?
a little bit. That, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Indiana
big around
Jones.
that time. I remember,
Yeah.
and you were pretty insistent on the plan. And then I just was wondering if Adam felt like you kind of betrayed him a little bit.
Well, I guess technically he's moving on to kind of treasure hunting, I guess. He just got a new job as a
Oh, he's living the dream.
assistant miner for driller.
Yeah, that's what I'm
driller.
saying. He's moving forward. It's
You
just
know
you're the one that screwed everything up.
I guess I am. Oh, terrible person. I'm sorry, Adam. I apologize.
Well,
I don't
at
think-
least
I
you're
don't-
willing to do that.
I don't think he'll watch this, but hey, if you are,
Oh, he's
I'm
going to
sorry.
watch it. And I appreciate that you could admit that you're wrong and apologize to him, because I know that he's hurt by it. I don't know that, but I suspect that he is.
yeah.
Follow-up question. Did you ever find your precious?
No. It's lost.
Do you still have it?
The precious is lost.
Did you lose it for real? Or do you have it?
I lost it.
Ah.
I last place I remember it, at least to my adult memory, was that I was upset that I lost it at Grandpa's house.
Okay.
So does that mean like I dropped it in the anthill or something? Like, because I do remember we were kind of fascinated with that. Did I bury it in the dirt over there? Should I be over there with a metal detector,
Oh, we have a metal detector you could borrow
Oh,
if you
yeah.
want.
Maybe I should.
You might be able to find that precious. To be fair, I don't know if you're the one to go by memory on where your precious is, because do you remember the Christmas you got your precious and you were
Where's
crying?
my Frodo song?
Captain's sobbing like a big giant baby in his diaper and crying. And so his uncle Josh went over and said, "Captain, what are you crying about?" And Cap says,
Where's my Frodo sword?
No, first it
Oh,
was
where's my Frodo ring?
no, my precious.
Oh, my precious.
I can't
don't
find
know.
my precious. And Josh is like, it's right there around your neck. And he was wearing it on a necklace around his neck. And then he looked down and saw it and then immediately said,
To specify what we're talking about,
Where's my
dad,
Frodo
because I
sword?
loved Lord of the Rings at the time. My dad, his wedding ring was a gold band, and so I pretended that was the precious a lot, and he decided to put it on a chain and give it to me, a 3-4-year-old.
Hopefully
So-
you didn't lose that.
So I'd like to say that, considering it's lost, it's kind of his own fault.
Ooh.
true.
Who's trusting a 4-year-old with a precious ring?
Yeah. And it was mostly precious to you. No. Around the same time, I think it was a little after maybe. Do you recall your Lloyd haircut?
Was it the long hair hippie boy or
Like Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber? Your mom?
the bulk? Oh yeah, yeah. I kind of do.
Were you on board with that?
I don't know.
Or was that done to you?
I don't know.
You can
Alright.
blame your mum for that one.
I'm gonna blame her for
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. All right. I was just curious. It was an interesting choice, but you were pretty young, so I don't know if you asked for that. Like, remember Jake got Grandpa's haircut.
Considering that I didn't get most of the haircuts that I wanted growing up. I don't think so.
So probably
I don't
not.
think so.
Yeah. It was an
Considering I
interesting.
constantly complained that I wanted my long hair in 6th grade. Yeah.
We will try to find a picture of it so that you can see and put it up when you see your episode, and then you can ask your mom what the deal is with that, because that was all her. She didn't take you to a place. I think she did that on her own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't do that to your son.
No Lloyd haircuts.
No Lloyd haircuts. Got it.
Do you remember we've been kind of trying to go on memory lane a little bit, you guys, with some of your memories from your kids. Remember Disney trips? We did a few of those with the family. You remember any of that?
I do remember one of them. I think it's the one where I don't think it was with the whole family. It might have been, but I know it was with the Mike Tammy Henriksen family. And I think it was Cruella came up to us and wanted Adam, or maybe it was Joe, and she was like, "Ooh, can I take him?"
You're like,
And you're like,
"No."
sure.
I think Kylie did say something like that.
She was
I don't
fine with
know.
it. She was like, whatever. That's cool. And do you remember when your Uncle Josh made you guys the Nephite warrior stuff?
I
That's
do
awesome.
remember that.
Were you pretty excited?
Yep. I still see the gifts that you guys do.
The battle
Send
cries.
The battle cries.
We turned some into gifts. Yeah, that was it. He can redo it for us. And so your Uncle Josh, for you, Adam,
And
and
Shuba.
Shuba, is that who?
Yep.
So he made some
made-
like obsidian swords.
He made us the breastplate.
spears.
He made us the spear. He made us the shield with the tree on it, and the obsidian.
And then it was a Christmas
Swords.
present. So at
Yep.
Christmas,
Christmas
you didn't
at the
unwrap them.
farm.
You found
There was a map.
you got a map, and so
Yep.
you had to go follow the map and then dig, and they were buried in the
And-
back property.
Yep.
And
Back
you-
where we bury all the dogs and all the.
Luckily, you didn't dig one of those up, but you were able to get your stuff. So that was pretty
Luckily, somebody was reading the map and they knew what they were looking for. If I was in charge, we probably would have.
cool. Yes. You remember, because usually back then at least did Christmas at the farm. Any
Yep.
memories of that? Anything that you liked?
A lot of memories of running around with sticks, pretending they're guns or swords or staves, and
As you will.
fighting
Nice.
with everybody, or a lightsaber.
Very cool. And then
All good times.
all good times. For your something that we remembered that was kind of funny is we took all you guys out for your birthday dinners. So you get to pick a place to go eat, and you can't pick the same place twice. And then after, we would take you to buy whatever you want. Like, you get to pick
A
out to
few
go buy
gifts.
some stuff, so
Yeah.
you have like a budget. And where did Captain always go?
The library.
Well,
and
not the
GameStop.
library, but
Or, well, Barnes and Noble.
There you go.
he wasn't checking them out. He was buying himself some books
Yeah.
because Cap's a book nerd.
Yep, and you got me the Bill O'Reilly Hitler's Last Days one of the times because you were trying to get me into biographies.
Yeah.
I still have it.
Did you read it?
Nice.
I did. I did.
Okay, I thought you
I think one of the first chapters was about like Hitler and his dogs. He had like a few German shepherds, and it like showed him as a very normal guy. And it's like, yeah, normal
Yeah,
guy.
You do you. I know you like the fantasy stuff. I'm just like, hey, if you're going to read a lot, maybe you could read some stuff that's actually true and learn something. That was my
And
attitude,
I don't know if
but-
I got something. I think it's either Land of the Rising Sun or something else. It's also by Bill O'Reilly. I don't know if that was from you at a later year or if my dad got it for me.
Yeah,
Well,
and you
you're
can't.
welcome if it was from us.
Yeah, you're
It was
welcome.
you guys. Thanks.
I wouldn't bother asking him because he's a liar.
Yeah.
So, what are you gonna do?
Known liar.
One verified big lie. I think we've discovered on the groundbreaking stuff on this show.
Groundbreaking.
So, anything that you can think of? I think we're getting pretty close to trying to keep these a little short. But anything that you need to call anybody out? You need to settle any beefs? Squash any beefs?
No, I'm a pretty chill guy.
Yeah, Captain's pretty chill. You got
Sometimes.
anything for Cap?
No, I like where he got called on a mission.
Oh, where was that?
England. That was
That
Birmingham,
was
England.
That was close to my heart.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I did love it out there. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Nice. Think you'll go back?
I do. I want to go back at some point. I don't know when, but I don't know if there's quite people that I want to see because during COVID,
didn't
see
get
a lot,
to-
didn't
yeah.
see a lot of people. There were maybe like 4 people that I got to know, and 2 of them were missionaries. So
Yeah, Captain got on his mission, and basically, as soon as he arrived in England, COVID happened.
Lockdowns.
So he had a super fun lockdown mission. But
yeah,
hey, what are you gonna do? Beggars can't be choosers.
I survived. But yeah, I definitely love to go back. Like I loved Guernsey, the island there between France and England. I really enjoyed it. I'd love to go just there and
Visit. Take the
visit.
wife,
Take the wife.
little
take-
baby Mike.
Yep, take the bus around because we spent a lot of times just going around on the bus on the island because it goes right around the coast. So if
Nice.
you go at the right time, you're seeing the sun setting and
Oh,
just
cool.
over the ocean, and you're.
Was it a double-decker bus?
No, it
Oh.
wasn't. Not on Guernsey. They
Okay.
didn't have those. There was one time where we were stuck because somebody parked on the street because the streets are so narrow.
Yeah.
And the bus couldn't
And,
go through.
and they're already narrow just in England in general.
Yes.
Guernsey, it's way narrower.
Yeah, they didn't bother
So-
to.
Poor planning.
Yeah.
They didn't think about it. Old society.
Yeah.
They didn't foresee cars.
No, they didn't.
All right. You get anything?
Great episode.
Cap, you got anything?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I'm
well,
glad. I'm glad. Actually, I'm.
Lay
first
it on
off,
us.
Thank you for inviting me here.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah. Second, I'd like to apologize because I think about the stupid things that I did as a kid. You know, and you know, one of the big things that I feel like that I did you guys dirty on.
What?
I want to see if you remember.
I could guess. I
Something
could
to do with
guess.
upstairs.
Was it when you broke the door?
Yes, when I broke the door, and I was trying to convince Shuba it's okay. Just go to the garage, get some wood glue or something. Like
He was gonna
like nobody's gonna know.
Well,
Bo-
there's no hard feelings.
Boys will be boys,
Yeah,
Cap.
it's
It's all
fine.
right.
Yeah, 16-year-old.
When we invite you guys all over and you guys were all young, we kind of knew we were taking a lot of risks.
You didn't know your own strength. So
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
fine.
He busted the whole door right off the hinges. They were kind of fighting over the door. Somebody was inside. You were trying to break in, and
We
he
were-
put his shoulder to the wheel. Let's say.
I was chasing. I can't remember who I was chasing. It could have been like Carson. It could have been Noah. It could have been Lucy or Layla.
Yeah.
Good
It was
times.
one of the little kids. I was just older cousin nonsense. Trying.
Well, now
to-
your conscience is clear. Looks like you're really
Yeah.
struggling with that. Also, I will say that Cap has been ducking us for quite a while. We finally got him over here. Peer pressure and other things got him. That's why he's so late.
My
in the
agent
series.
finally scheduled for me.
Thanks,
so,
Renee.
You know, my busy schedule.
Yeah,
you
he
know.
demanded a lot of writers in his contract, and we had to meet all of his qualifications and specifications.
Yeah, I just needed to make sure you had the right viewership because I don't want all my fans to
Yeah, he wanted to. He said, "I'm going to wait for a few episodes to come out."
I didn't
See
want
how
all
this
my
goes.
fans to take over your platform, and then soon I'd be sitting right there. You know?
That's true. You can actually have it.
No, no, I'm all right.
All right. Well, I guess good episode.
Great episode.
Yeah, great episode.